Hello everybody, my name is Ben Gaming, and today we're doing another video. We're doing a college admissions tier list video. We've done this sort of thing in the past, as I'm sure you guys are aware. We've looked at NJIT and Rutgers, but today we're looking at a wider range of colleges. Let's take a look. So we got 8 colleges on our plate. We're looking at Carnegie Mellon University, Cornell University, Harvard University, Princeton, Yale, Columbia, Brown, and Boston University. Now, I have all my college admissions here ready. I'm going to be doing live reactions with 8 on our plate. I want to get it started, so let's start with Carnegie Mellon University. Okay. See, no, this is classic. This is classic. This is what you expect to see. Yeah, it's not really innovating on the formula in any way, but it's standard when it comes to these type of things. Short and sweet. I think sometimes they add too much text. It's kind of like a little bit OD. But yeah, no, I think it's a solid entry for sure. So, Carnegie Mellon University. I mean, you guys just saw it. I can't put it too high. Don't want to put it too low. I think we're going to do classic, a solid B tier. I think that's where it deserves to live. And also gives us a nice branching off point for the rest of our tier list. Next one we're reviewing is Cornell University. Okay, what are we looking at here? So we see the emblem at the top, Cornell University. It's classy. I like this duochromatic. We got the nice black and the red up top, Cornell University. You see, I dislike this here, where it's not adjusting the signature to the color of the background. I find that interesting. I think, to reach the top of this tier list, you kind of have to, take in the time and care about those type of things, where this PNG is loading but not registering with the background. This is going to mark some points off. But overall, this is not that bad. I don't mind this. Cornell University. In comparison to Carnegie Mellon, it's fairly close, and I think you could go either way. I think it's going to be a B tier. I'm going to put it below Carnegie Mellon. Just small differences that really made that change. Now let's focus on Harvard University. So, okay. Ooh. Interesting. This is a very different format than we're used to seeing. The text element here is kind of its own separate part of the page. I dislike this it's very, very separated. You have the paragraph space in the middle, paragraphs, another space, paragraph, a third space, one more paragraph, and then we get into this sincerely. I kind of would have expected better from Harvard. Honestly, I had high hopes for this one. Unfortunately, I don't think I can put it near the top of the list. But it's definitely not the worst. So, Harvard. We were expecting something better. It's a shame. I had high hopes. But I don't think it's going to be ranking higher than Carnegie Mellon or Cornell. I think it's going to be in a category to its own. I think we're going to be seeing our first C tier today. Let's hope for an A or an S soon, or else this tier list is going to be pretty sad. Now we're going to Princeton, and already from this email, I'm not liking this very much. We can't see the text here, Princeton University. Very, very hard to see. Not very disability friendly. Those with people like me who are have disabled in our vision, it is really not accommodating for us. Dear student, not even personalized, can't even find a way to put my name in there. Interesting. An update has been posted to your portal. Thank you. So, already, I obviously want to see the letter itself. I'm thinking low marks. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm not feeling this at all. No, the email should have been a tell. One thing, the mascot image being the biggest thing on the page, not a fan. It's like, am I going to Princeton University or am I going to Tiger University? And I'm not liking this at all. You see, I guess it's in line with some of the other pages they have on the website, but on the applicant page, this kind of, the way these convergent lines come in from the edges and form, it's like it's trying to take your focus in from the outside, bring it in. It's not that important, You see what I'm saying? It's kind of like if you've ever seen Elden Ring, how the landscapes kind of point your direction a certain focus. It's trying to push you right towards this middle section where it starts with Dear Yusuf. I'm not liking this at all. I'm afraid of this. I'm disappointed. Quite frankly, I'm highly disappointed. Ugly signature. I mean, what is there to be said? I think it would be disrespectful to place it anywhere else except for S tier, F tier. It's unfortunate. I don't want to rank it there, but just looking at the letter, I mean, you guys saw it. It's the same way I did. I don't expect any controversy for this decision. Unfortunately, Princeton will be our first F. Hopefully, our only F. Next, let's look at Yale. See if they can turn things around. Now we're looking at Yale, and see, I'm liking this photo here. This is actually a tough thing here. I love the photo here. Actually, I think this is a great photo. This picture of the hall, the student coming in with some maybe senior faculty right next to them. I think it's inviting. That could be you. You could be that student. But I don't know if it's just me, guys, but the quality of this image is terrible. Terrible quality. And it's just not something we expect to see at this stage, this level of applications. Okay. Oh. What I will say, though, is I like the minimalist design. I think we're already seeing just Yale. No subtext, no branding, no, mascot over the entire letter. It's Yale. You know who Yale is. And so we put that on the top. Clean, simple, fine, nice. Love that. And I'm liking the white and blue. The whole process of viewing the letter, which includes going on the login and the main page and the email. But from what I'm seeing here, I can't knock it off too bad when you got a main letter that looks like this. That's a breath of fresh air, everybody. Am I right? That was solid. That was solid. I don't think I can award an S for things like that low quality image. But Yale, that was a solid showing. I enjoyed simplicity. I think it did a lot of things good, and I think that's a solid A tier. I think that's a good addition to the list. I think that's where it deserves to be. I think they earned that spot, so congratulations to Yale. Next, we're going to be looking at Columbia University in the city of New York. Okay? So we saw something similar in Harvard, where it was a separate element. We have that here. I think it's pulling it off nicely. I think the separate text box here works. If you had asked me, without me actually reading the letters that compose his signature, who signed it, I would have said John Hancock. Massive signature, completely dominating the text here, right? And so in the past, I've said too much text, that's a problem. Here we have a very limited amount of text, which would usually be a plus, but because that tiny amount of text is now even further imbalanced because of the signature, I think that's going to knock it off some more points. But this is fine. It's definitely not contender for the S tier, A tier. Columbia, I mean, I guess it's fitting, with the similar style at Harvard, that it's going to find itself, I'm going to say below Harvard actually slightly. That signature really grinds my gears. Who does that? Who puts their name? Puts their name on there like that? Unbelievable. Can you imagine if my name was constantly on the video as I recorded? Just big bolstered above myself? There's room for improvement for Columbia. I think they could in coming years skyrocket to the top of this list, but as of currently, they're just going to be sticking it in C. Next, we're going to be looking at Brown University. I see. Okay, this is interesting. I was just harping on big signature. I'm not sure if I'm a fan of the size of that signature. It is large. It is just a JP, and I think a little stuff on the bottom, really emphasizing the L and P of Logan Powell. It's not as offensive as Columbia was. Speaking on the behalf of the entire Brown community, I don't know if Logan Powell has that jurisdiction. I think that's irresponsible of him. I think some of the students in the Brown community may not congratulate me on my admission. Overall, not terrible. It's a mid-tier. It's just, there's small points where I can criticize it, but those points aren't entirely too large, though the signature is. So, Brown was solid. Liked some things, didn't like other things. Again, yeah, didn't do much to put it on the top. I think that's going to be, I'm going to put it dead center. I think I'm going to put it in between Carnegie, Mellon, and Cornell. It's, based off the ranking right now, it's third. Let's see if BU can change that. I see. Okay. Oh, yeah. No, I think I'm a fan of this. I like the confetti. I'm a fan of that. And this is actually very unique. The way that we have the regular Boston University in the background with this box on top. That's great. I actually am a big fan of this drop shadow. We've had some issues with those. Fine size. I like the kind of the curliness of it. Oh, we got more congratulations. Very good example. This is exactly what we're looking for. It's innovative, it's different, but it's not crazy, it's not disruptive. It provides a great experience. I like the looks. I expect high markings. And there we go, everybody. Best for last, as they say. I think, for the sake of this tier list, I kind of want to award BU S tier. I think it did a lot of things well. It challenged conventions. It's changing the formula, but in a way that doesn't disrupt the process. It's doing a lot of things great. We love to see it. And so this is our final rankings, everybody. I think we got a good spread here. We got a good amount of mid-tier colleges, mid-tier admissions. We got some really good ones, some guys who are really changing the game, and some other stinkers who really gotta get their act together. But overall, I think this was not the worst season we've had in terms of college admissions and their letters. To you people at home, I hope you guys had a good time this college admissions season, and were greeted with some better letters than maybe I did today. Otherwise, I hope you guys like, subscribe, give me a comment on any future video ideas, and I'll see you next time. Peace.